Checks like Nike, let me give you a good night kiss.
Now my hat is very appropriate for today's video because I'm fucking smiling. I have some really great news. The first returns have returned. Now I make one of these videos every single year because he always gets voted, but he never makes the All-Star game. So obviously I'm going to talk about Zach in this video and all the other people. Oh, right, my intro. What's up YouTube? It's Check Like Nike back with another video from Steph's Corner. And well, like I said, the All-Star game is approaching. It's my favorite time of year, and the first returns are in. Luka Doncic has the most votes. That is insane. I haven't really taken a look at these, so I want to get my reaction here with you guys. But they came out today. Obviously, I saw Zach, and that's all I cared about. So now, if you guys don't know, Zach LaVine is my favorite player, and the reason I want to make the All-Star game so badly is because I've been waiting for years, and also he's having a really solid season. He had a pretty good one last year with the Bulls record. You know, he got cut. I think he finished at number 7 for Eastern guards last year, and he was number 10 the season where he tore his ACL, right before he tore his ACL, he was number 10, but that's when he was still on the Timberwolves. So basically I want him to actually make it past, you know, there's a second round of voting with the judges in the panel, and as well as the Bulls record. I believe you have to be over the 3,500 mark though, and the Bulls are at 38. As well as the Suns, so Devin Booker may have a chance this year. So speaking of Devin Booker, let me get started with the West. So the front court are top 5, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George. That is nothing I didn't expect. LeBron and Anthony Davis, obviously they're having a pretty amazing season. The Lakers have the best record in the West and second best in the league, I believe. So there's no surprise there that those two guys are on the top of the Western front court. And then right under them is the other LA duo, Kawhi and Paul George, who again have been playing well. But honestly, the Clippers have not been as impressive as I kind of hoped they'd be. But if you watch the games, I mean, you can't deny it. Kawhi, PG. They have some good guys. Lou Will's fun to watch. So, right under them is my guy, Karl-Anthony Towns. Like I said, defensively, he's not really performing the greatest he could, but he's a very solid player. He's been voted in twice already, so this would be his 3rd year if he were to make it. But the Timberwolves, I believe, are not over the 35%. They're at 36, so he would have to be just skating by if he were to make it. And, you know, like I said, it goes through a second panel of judges. So, Kristaps Porzingis right under him, Dallas, that's, you know, Luka's buddy, and Luka's 100% making it this year, and if he's not, that will be the biggest snub of the decade. I just said it'd be the biggest snub of the decade. Because it's the first year of the decade. So, Nikola Jokic, I believe he's averaging close to a double-double. I saw it recently with points and rebounds. He's averaging close to 10 rebounds. So, I mean, Jokic has been a solid player for a couple years now. I think he made his first All-Star game last year, if not the year before. Carmelo Anthony is back in the league, basically, so he's number 8. I don't know if he'd make it to the actual game, but it's good to see Melo on there. Good to see that he's still having that support system from NBA fans. Brandon Ingram from the Pelicans. Honestly, that one is a little bit of a surprise to me, just because of the fact that, you know, the Pelicans have not really been a standout team in the West for me. And even if that were to be an All-Star season for him, they are definitely under the 35% win total. So I don't believe he'll make it past that. But, you know, the good news is what I'm going to get to is a lot of solid players that I've had wanted to see in the All-Star game for a couple years now might be getting past that 35% hump that they haven't been able to get over in the past. But before then, I just want to take care of this first. And Dwight Howard in LA. Dwight had, you know, Dwight was a phenomenal player back in the 2010s, way back when. I gotta stop making these decade jokes. But yeah, Dwight Howard is Dwight Howard. So he's been voted here. He's playing in LA, like I said, one of the best teams in the league right now, second best. And for the guards, which is a lot more exciting to me because I happen to be a guard person, I just love them. So Luka Doncic, obviously, phenomenal. He's having possibly an MVP season. I think I'm gonna make a video about that soon. I really want to talk about Luka and his possibility to win MVP. I mean, he won MVP in the second best league in the world at 18 years old. Like, I think it was like a season after he got drafted. James Harden, obviously. James Harden having another MVP season. Dame Lillard honestly should be an MVP talk. I said it last year. I think Damian Lillard is having a really bright... might be like his prime time right now. I think Portland doesn't get as much recognition as they should. You know, they win games, they put it up. They're in the West, so winning games is a little more difficult in the West than it is for the East, just because you have to play the tougher teams 4 times rather than 2. Stephen Curry, for some reason, is on this list. He's been injured all season, for the most part. I guess, as a respect, but Steph is Steph, and Steph's going Steph. Russell Westbrook. I've seen better seasons from Russ, but he's an all-star guy, so not a big surprise to me. D'Lo. D'Lo is not going to be able to make it over that 35% hump. He had a very amazing season last year, and after coming off of that season, this one is a little less impressive to me. But I'm saying that in regards to effectiveness for the team rather than stats, because stat-wise, I believe his stats are nearly identical to last season, and he might be averaging just a couple more points. I checked him out recently. You know, D'Lo is one of the up-and-coming players in this league, so it would be cool to see him in the All-Star game again soon, but I don't think it's gonna be his year this year, just because of the fact that the Warriors aren't really winning games like they should be in order to be considered an All-Star. Alex Caruso. No. And Devin Booker kind of surprising me down there at 9 because of how long fans have been waiting to get him in the game. Like, I understand he's in the West with a lot more competition. Oh, I skipped over Donovan, but Donovan's my guy, so I want to see Donovan Mitchell make an All-Star game anyway. And the Jazz are playing pretty well. 8 of their past 9, they have been winning. Last guy I really want to cover is Ja Morant. I recently made a video comparing Ja Morant and Tyler Herro for Rookie of the Year. Ja is phenomenal. He's going to be a star within the next couple of seasons, as well as Tyler Herro. I'd love to see. If you guys want to check out that video, my thoughts on those two guys, who are 2 of my favorite rooks right now. Obviously, I mean, they're 2. I just admire good ball, and one of them is probably going to win Rookie of the Year. So if you guys want to check that out, it's in my player comparisons. It's my first player comparison I did. So I'll leave the link down below if you guys want to check that out. But Ja Morant, all my thoughts you can find about him there. I'm just trying to breeze through these so I can get to the East. But one thing I'd like to say is I really do hope Devin Booker finally makes it. And I'm a little disappointed to see how low he is in All-Star voting. I guess because of, again, with the effectiveness thing. I watched the Lakers game last night, and him and Oubre almost came back from a 26-point deficit. Really impressive to see the way they work, and I actually wish Oubre was kind of on here. But maybe it's not his time yet, but I would like to see Oubre and Book make the All-Star game very soon. Alright, so let's move over to the East. The East has gotten a lot more exciting these past couple seasons than it has been in a very long time. Besides LeBron and the Cavaliers, obviously. But now LeBron's in the West, and it's not a complete disappointment over here. So Giannis is leading everyone in the East. He's second in most behind Luka Doncic. So Giannis is Giannis. Self-explanatory. Obviously, he's going to make the All-Star game. He was a captain last year. This guy's having an MVP season plus 3-pointers now. So he's made more 3-pointers in this more 3-pointers in this small amount of time than he did all season last year when he won MVP. So Joel Embiid, like I said, 76ers are one of the best teams in the East. They're really exciting. So Joel Embiid's probably going to make it again. I have him and Simmons right there from their last All-Star game together. Pascal Siakam, just coming off of a most improved player season. Siakam's probably the best thing the Raptors have for them right now. Jimmy Butler, no comment. Jason Tatum is one of my favorite players. If my name had one more letter, he would most definitely be the next letter. Actually, my name has like 4 more letters. So he would be the A. As far as his effectiveness, for the Celtics are second best team in the East, but I give most of my props there to Kemba, so I'm hoping to see Kemba in this game. But seeing J Tate there would not bother me at all. I mean, he's number 5 on this list for a reason. Taco Fall, I don't even think Taco Fall's played enough to even be an All-Star. I don't know if that's like a rule, but Taco Fall it ain't your time, buddy. You were an undrafted rookie. Every year there's like at least one rookie that gets a lot of All-Star votes, but Taco Fall is not one of them. But if you see his stats per 36 minutes, oh my god, is he an All-Star. So number 7, Bam Adebayo from Miami, the Kentucky big guy. But I'm not sure if he's impressing me enough this season to be an All-Star. The Heat, unfortunately, have been playing pretty well. I'm not a big Jimmy person, you guys know that. As far as stats go, there are probably some better picks for front court over Bam. I'm not sure if I consider him an All-Star. Gordon Hayward, like I said, not sure if I'll consider him an All-Star. Andre Drummond and Sabonis. Yeah, Sabonis. The last 3, I mean, solid seasons. I could see where the votes are coming from, but not sure if it'd be enough for me to make them an All-Star. Trae Young, phenomenal season. I would love to see Trae Young be an All-Star, 100%. Kyrie Irving's been out with a lot of injuries. Not sure if that affects somebody's ability to make the All-Star game. But the Nets are at, 500, so they're winning half of what they're playing. Kemba Walker, like I said, I'd love to see Kemba make it this year. He is being a powerhouse for the Celtics. I'm very excited to watch him play. I like Kemba a lot. Pretty humble guy. He's doing a lot more than Kyrie did with the Celtics, and they are very close in votes, actually. D-Rose is actually having a phenomenal season. You guys can expect a video from me about that very soon because he is putting up almost identical numbers to what he was putting up his MVP season. So D-Rose is a definite for me. And number 5 is someone 100%. I'm putting my 100%. Zach LaVine, completely underrated too because of how well he's playing this season, because he's on the Bulls. But had he not been on the Bulls, this would be without a question one of the guys that we are going to see in the All-Star game. But lucky for us, or for me I guess, it is a Chicago home game, so home fans will probably be a little more aggressive with the second and third returns, as they probably want to see someone play on their, you know, they're one of their own players play on their home floor, being at the Chicago, or that the All-Star game is in Chicago this upcoming year, or in 2020. So Philadelphia remains one of the better teams in the East. They're not playing nearly as good as they have played in the past. I believe they're at 6th seed, playoff seed right now, so they're 6th in the East. Not sure if Ben will make kind of the cut there, but if I do see anyone from Philadelphia, I definitely see Joel Embiid making it a little more than I expect Ben to. Jaylen Brown, like I said, Boston, that's kind of him just being a Boston guy. I like Jaylen Brown. I expect his game. I'm not sure if he's necessarily fit to cut out to be in the All-Star game this season, but, you know, that could be something that we can expect in Jaylen Brown's future. Kyle Lowry, 100% like Kyle Lowry, but I'm not sure if this is really an All-Star season for him. Like I said, if someone from Toronto's going, I would like to see Siakam over Lowry. Bradley Beal, I can honestly see over Kyle Lowry, just because of the stats he's putting up, and as far as efficiency as well. And finally, Spencer Dinwiddie of the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Nets have been less than impressive, I'd say, just because of the season they're coming off of. But I said it earlier, they're winning 50% of the games they play, and Dinwiddie is someone that's really fun to watch. If you guys watch any Brooklyn Nets game, he's really fun to watch on the glass. So I like Dinwiddie, but I'm giving you guys really brief, quick thoughts on what I think, who I think should make it, who I think really shouldn't. And for second returns, I expect to see a lot more of Luka Doncic and Trae Young. They're coming off of their rookie season, so this is their second season in the league. They're both phenomenal players. You know, it was definitely a close race for Rookie of the Year last year. I was a little disappointed to see the lack of Devin Booker votes, so I will be voting for Book, Zach, and Karl. Those are my main guys I'm really voting for. And honestly, hopefully I'll see a little more of Zach. So if you guys would do me a favor, out of your 10 guys you're allowed to vote for a day, just make Zach one of them, because it's a Chicago game. Have a heart. Do you guys remember the game Anthony Davis had when it was the 2017 All-Star game? New Orleans, home floor. So those are really just my basic thoughts, who I like, who I want to see more of. And I would love to hear the same thoughts from you guys down below in the comment section. I will be answering you guys, and I will be giving you my opinions back. So if you want any more information from me about, or any more of my opinions about any of these players that I named, or anything else that I have yet to mention, just leave me a comment down below and I will let you know. I will expand on my thoughts. And if you have not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every time I post another video from the one and only Steph's Corner, turn on post notifications and you will get an alert every time I upload a new video. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and I will continue to make more videos, again, from Steph's Corner. And like I said, I started a new series called Player Comparisons, and I will be trying to generate new ideas, new creative stuff for you guys all the time. So that's my goal for 2020, is to just be making a lot more videos and growing my channel and, you know, connecting a lot more with you guys. I love basketball, so I want to talk about as much as I can with you guys. So hit that comment section, let me know your thoughts. And until next time, Nike out.
Nigga, get your ass checked like a fucking Nike.